If you've been into anime for a handful of years and you still prefer anime over manga, you are a lost soul. Have you learned nothing from Tokyo Ghoul, Berserk, Seven Deadly Shits, Boruto, Mappa the Trash on Titan, and the Chainsaw Man anime? It's okay though. I may not be able to comprehend the non-stop stream of shitty decisions you make, but as a devout Catholic myself, I know lost souls can always be found, salvaged, forgiven even, which is why I come to you providing some simple and accessible picks for picking up manga, gateway manga so to speak. Some of these are manga with bad adaptations, some of them are just examples of manga that are 10 times better, but you wouldn't know because you probably haven't seen a single panel of them despite having watched the anime. Shame on you. These adaptations can have their moments, sure, but 9 times out of 10, the manga is just better and objectively more consistent. I knew my life was over when Mappa announced they were adapting Hell's Paradise. It wasn't even a question of me not liking their sensibilities outside of like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just that everybody with eyes attached to their brain could see that they were way too stretched in between projects. So the preview came out and you know what? It wasn't the worst thing ever. But then the news came out that it was going to be censored because they couldn't secure the fucking special 3 AM Among Us potion airing time. This awakened the culture warrior grifter in me, and I was ready to start trending hashtag free Hell's Paradise, go woke, go broke, DAI is ruining anime, the whole shabam. The villain cast is like constantly naked and that makes him like cool as shit. Like how the hell are they gonna do that when it's censored? What is Hell's Paradise if not boobs and dicks flapping around everywhere?
Wait a minute. I'm
literate.
So, as disappointed as I was that normies would not experience the gloriousness that I did, I remembered that they deserve it for not wanting to sit down and read something like me. So, Hell's Paradise manga. Yeah. The art is way more stylized and soulful in the manga. The anime art is good, it just does not differentiate itself from the slop the same way the manga does. This tends to be the case for most anime since the more complex shading styles found in different manga become homogenized in anime, if there even is shading at that. Yuji Kaku's incredibly recognizable style is the reason why he was Fujimoto's assistant, guys. Yes, mangakas have assistants and many times they help out in big ways. If you read Fire Punch and went on to read Chainsaw Man, you can really see what exactly Yuji Kaku was working on. Anyways, also there won't be a season 2. I hate to say it, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the most throwaway season 1 of all time. If there were to be a sequel, which there won't be, it would have happened way later down the line. Maybe it can even be Kingdom, aka continue on despite looking like shit and still get positive critical reception somehow. So the last of the Dark Trial is dead and has failed to make its way into anime. No one tweets about it, no one makes YouTube videos about it. The only Hell's Paradise TikToks that blow up are the Sigma Gabimaru clips that are edited by 10-year-olds on a CapCut. It's dire, it's tough, but oh well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. The anime only touches the tip of the iceberg that Hell's Paradise becomes narratively. The ending fight is an incredible highlight that will never be animated, so please do yourself a favor and tap the fuck in. No expense spared for entertainment's finest sweatshop. I know it was mostly Wit staff working on it but managed by Mappa, but man, it could have been so much better. Here's the deal. Every anime should be Heavenly Delusion Attack on Titan's Soso no Frieren level of awesome. If you disagree with me, you simply don't know anything about animation and you're stupid. Oh, but Y, that would mean so much less anime. Yes, that is a good thing. Look, Vinland Saga isn't the worst looking anime by any means, but just like Hell's Paradise, it's just so much less expressive than the manga. Makoto Yukimura can fucking draw, and many of the best panels weren't done justice, especially with the incredibly bland direction the show had. To give credit where credit is due, they did it right by most of the fight scenes, which is great cause Snake vs Thorfinn needed a little bit more details, and the way they expanded it was awesome. However, if you are a fan of the anime, I highly recommend you read the entirety of the manga. While the first few chapters may look a bit funny, the art picks up fast, and hey, there's no reason not to read it since more of the story is there. Unless you're saying you want to wait for the anime, in which case, we might have a problem. So like, aside from the fact that outside of the action scenes this anime looks like pure dookie dust, there's also the added benefit of not having to hear Asa's voice actor wail in pain while reading the manga. Like, no offense to his talent, but the voice directing and just Asa's character in general, it does not lend itself well to a good performance. This isn't a Western drama where raging makes you seem talented. People think this shit is talent, but that's because they don't know shit. They could put me on a set for Batman, and before I act, I can just look up a clip of the Chainsaw Man anime and you'd get a real fucking Joker. The only reason to watch Black Clover is that there's a lot of canon filler, quote unquote, aka events that were off screen in the manga that were actually shown in the anime, which is pretty cool, methinks. There's also this crazy ass fight that's between the captains that's only in the anime for some reason. But at the end of the day, the manga just has really good art and it's just so much more consistent. For a weekly manga, this stuff is really high quality and it has yet to run out of steam. Black Clover is a straightforward and simple shonen. Its fast pacing and great art are very, very important to the enjoyment of it, and it's just not something to be found in the anime. So yeah, get the Alexa or range up, kid. You're in for some reading.
Ares! Destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
What the fuck is this? This is one of the first CG anime people defended, and it really goes to show how buck broken we are as a people. First of all, let's get the niceties out of the way. The action at times can be pretty good, and the background art is great. The anime goes a long way in fleshing out the world of the manga as an anime. Lots of unique little touches everywhere. Everything else is just utter dog shit. At its best, this is a mildly sweet but expired treat for manga readers to watch. Dorohedoro's art and paneling and composition is some real fucking shit. Kiha Yoshida is one of the best mangakas around, and I'd be damned if people skip out on her work to watch some shit like this. One would think that having this absolutely abysmal display of quality in the first fucking scene would do something to people's will to keep going, but shit, I guess not. It's a filter made to block people out, but we are maggots small enough to cross through the holes. And by we, I mean you guys, because I did not keep watching after seeing that. I feel like my point has already been made for me, but well, nevertheless, a second season is being put into production. And maybe at least we can get like a good opening and like ending out of this though. Please just read the manga. We are not getting that Soul Eater Brotherhood, bro. Close that 9 anime page and pull up manga pal, little man, it's time. With that being said, the anime is still great actually. As a matter of fact, I would say that everything it adapts is done better in the anime. Only problem is that it only adapted like 60 chapters, then fucked off into its own story. That is actually not that bad, guys. Give it a second shot and ignore the friend shit, punch, whatever. Everything else is pretty great actually. Specifically, Kronana is a character I enjoy more in the anime original stuff. I think it makes more sense for their characters since their arc just kind of repeats itself in the manga with a way less satisfying ending. They do have one really good moment in the manga, but everything else, I could take it or leave it. Okubo is a great artist, and he was a great writer up until Fire Force came out and showed us that he was frauded, but that's a discussion for another day. Soul Eater manga goes badonkers after the anime stuff, and it has some supremely beautiful pages. Everything Black Star in is pure shonen goodness. Okubo is one of the few mangakas with an incredibly unique and recognizable style that he fully capitalizes on. Soul Eater is destined to always be underlooked, but I do my best to resolve that. Hey man, these Kurapika renders don't lie. Watch the OG anime and then the 2011 one and marvel at the sheer difference in soul. Aside from these crazy silky smooth animation cuts, the OG anime just has a much more refined and bold direction that is so much more pleasant to look at than the 2011 version, as well as it being just a more accurate embodiment of the manga. Togashi did not become a goat for so many people to have never even seen a panel of the manga. He did not literally break his back and get like fucking super cancer for so many people to have never even seen a panel of the manga. This is the reason he wants to ink everything himself. The pursuit of quality is this man's mission, a mission I greatly respect him for. Sure, Hisoka does look a bit strange from time to time in the beginning, but look at fucking Kurapika. This is real art. God bless. Also, we are never getting a sequel, so there's that. Go read Hisoka vs. Crollo and just try to report back to me about how anime is so much better than manga. Fucking loser. Rule number 1 of Channel Egrega is that if I can, I will put Blade of the Immortal into a video. Why is there a modern city in the background of the first Blade of the Immortal opening? So basically, my favorite manga of all time decided to get 2 mediocre anime adaptations, because if I wasn't gonna come to the conclusion that manga was better naturally, God himself stepped in to show me the rotten core of the anime industry. There's a laundry list of things I don't like about the adaptation, even beyond the regular stuff like poor production and skipping shit. If you read Blade of the Immortal and thought Kenjiro Tsuda was a good fit for someone like Manji, I don't know what to tell you. That man is more energetic and emotional than the average Tsuda role, so I don't see why they cast him as that, but oh well. You see, if I was the one directing with an infinite budget, I would. If you don't know anything about Blade of the Immortal, then you must be new around here. Basically, it is one of the most influential manga out there as a cornerstone of action manga and just comics in general. A quality the anime definitely does not do justice to. It also has great writing, but let's keep it about visuals for now. So yeah, for the occasional should I read or watch Blade of the Immortal asker I see, this is your answer. It is that simple. Samura is a legend who has not been given his flowers, so you should do that. Check out this big ass book. So, my reformed anime only turned manga intellectuals, I hope your field of view has gotten as big as mine. The amount of information our supercomputer brains can process now can be intimidating to others, but fear not, for we have each other. If you see fit to put down in the comment section what anime is best replaced by its manga counterpart, feel free. I also encourage you to subscribe to me as repayment for the power I've bestowed onto you. A like would be nice too. And also watch my streams and donate to my future Patreon, and also